Hello?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's so
work.
cool.
Why?
Oh, this is cool, Kia. Oh my god.
Why? So I posted a story with this on, and Isaac, shout out to you, friend. He was like, "You look like you about to tell people to unplug and restart their modem all day."
I can't stand people.
Okay, girl. Dreamville.
How was it?
Bitch, I had a motherfucking blast. Like, that's why I sound crusty right now, and I'm not even mad. Like, so first of all, we went down there. The first day, it was supposed to rain all weekend, so they had pushed it back to the start time was supposed to be 1, but they pushed it back to 3.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the acts were short. You know my wife Jessie Reyes. You're just so gorgeous, Jessie. I love you so fucking much. I really like. I will never stop saying that. I fucking love Jessie Reyes. And if anybody who is listening to this has any type of connect with Jessie Reyes, please just give me 5 minutes with her. Like 5 minutes. That's all I need. I love you, bitch. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch. So Jessie went, and I didn't realize that was my first music festival. I didn't realize how fucking big that was.
Oh yeah.
Because we had got there decently early. So I was considering, like, I wasn't on the stage, but considering how many people were there, I had an amazing spot for Jessie Reyes' set.
Mm-hmm. You had an amazing spot in general. For most of the
sets.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really fine. And then I really wanted to see Earth Gang. But them niggas always nigging. They came out late. So by that time, because it was, there was 2 different stages. So we wanted to see on day 1, Jessie Reyes. I wanted to see Earth Gang, City Girls. And then we were going to go to the other side to see Ari Lennox and Usher. Little Durk had performed too. And I want to see him. But, so Earth Gang came out late, and we was like, all right, bro, like, it's getting tight in here. So we started walking, bitch. I've never walked so much in my life. Like, because we got there at the beginning of Jessie's set, and I wasn't paying attention behind me because my wife is in front of me. Girl, I turned around. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, it was so many people, and I was just walking and walking and walking and walking. Why do y'all always want to call me while I'm recording, bro? Katie, I love you.
Not to cut you off, but like seeing Wayne being brought out with Drake.
Bitch!
I almost cried, and I wasn't even there. I was so
oh my
sad.
god. Okay. I'm gonna get into Wayne. Oh man.
Because that's an amazing performer, whether we want to admit it or not.
Bitch. Oh my god. Like, I'm about to cry. I'm back there.
Because that was monumental for our age, for our generation.
The whole entire show, and I was talking to my friend about this, so I have family in North Carolina. We went down there and visited them the 31st, and the concert was the 1st. So we were talking to them, and my Nana pointed out that me and my friend have been friends for almost 20 years. Mm-hmm. I met her at camp. I love you, bitch. We've been friends for almost 20 years. So it was like, when I hit that, I was like, damn, I'm old, but I'm not old. You know what I'm saying? Then I was like, at the concert, it was so many people. Mario performed. We weren't near Mario's set, but we were far enough, like, we could see the screens. That's what I wish I wish they would have done. There was a lot of downtime in between sets. Like, if you weren't at a certain stage, then you really couldn't hear shit. So it's like, well, if they're over there at Rise and I'm over here near Shine, the least y'all could do, there's nobody over here, there's no DJ over here, blast the music on the speaker so really everybody could hear it. Like, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
But I heard a couple of his songs. Girl, let me love you. Let me be the one to fucking it up. Like, I felt like an old ass woman. Girl, when Usher came out, I lost it. Like, I
turned my sound off. I was tired of you. I love you very much.
It. No, like, it was so good. Like, I got confessions for you, baby. Try and make some shit burn. Like, oh my god, 10 out of 10. Yeah, that topped it all off, and we ended up leaving a little early from Usher's set because we knew the crowd was gonna be crazy. But as we were walking out, like, you could still hear him leaving the festival. But girl, I was crip walking out the damn thing, and everybody was laughing at me. I'm like, this is my shit. Like, I'm mad I'm not in there. And then the second day, I'm a little mad because the bitch threw away my snacks. Like, bitch, I'm hungry and y'all charging $30 for some food. Like, niggas is hungry. Okay, I had some fucking Doritos and Chips Ahoy, and it was hot too. So you know them Chips Ahoy would have been hitting. Like, they would have felt like, child. Saw Jordan Ward. I love him. I saw him at Smino and JID's concert. Great performer. He has so much energy. JID, I didn't watch his set because it was somebody I had already saw. He was on the opposite stage because the second day we stayed mainly on the Shine stage because the second day they had who the fuck did they have? They had obviously J. Cole and Drake, and Drake went insane. He brought out, because Glorilla was supposed to have her own set, but something happened, like her whole set just disappeared. Mm-hmm. So nobody was expecting, and that was the first surprise. Well, Summer Walker brought out Black, mm-hmm. and we was all like, Summer Walker, she had paused, and then my friend was like, hold on, that's Black. That's him on the mic. Then he popped up on the stage, lost my shit. Then what happened? So he was the first surprise. Drake brought out Glorilla. So we was like, oh, she did one song. Then he brought out Uzi. Bitch, I lost.
Yeah, everybody know I love me some
Uzi. Lost it. And I've been saying I want to see Uzi so bad. And I'm going to see him at Broccoli City. So I was like, now that I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, I'm in there. I'm not missing the set.
Yeah, Uzi's amazing. He's also an amazing performer. He's another one that, like, I have to listen to in the crevices of my own home. Yeah. Because people be so like, oh, he's a devil worshiper. He's satanic. He's Satan. Leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You was fucking that shit up. Like, that nigga can move. Oh my God. And then when Drake brought out Lil Wayne, because let me tell you, that is my song. Yeah. That is my fucking song. And then it was like, hold on, no, that's not a recording, that's him.
And it was crazy, and what I want people to understand, like, because I know a lot of young people listen to us too, is that it's so important for us to, like, see these people, because that is our generation.
For real.
That's crazy to hear us say that.
No,
but
for
that's
real.
Our generation. Like, I remember, you know what? Travis Scott is not my first concert. My mom had paid for tickets for me to go see Drake when I was 16.
Oh, wow.
I have a Drake shirt. I'll show you the picture. I had a feather in my head. I was such, like, the white girl. I went to see Drake, and I loved Drake since he was Aubrey on Degrassi. Like, I've known Drake forever. Yeah. And to see him blow up, and then the Wayne and Drake duo in our time, was insane. Nobody, and then when they got Nicki Minaj, like, it was untouchable.
Yo, at that point, my friend literally said, if he brings out Nicki Minaj,
yeah, well, if I would have seen, like, I never fuck Wayne, I never fuck Drake, I would have been mad.
That would have been crazy.
There. I would have been mad.
Yo, if she had that would have been crazy.
It would have been insane. And I think that is going to happen. I just don't know when. Yeah. But if I personally feel like this is Wayne's last tour. Like, I think he's done after this.
He's about to have one at the film. Like,
he is. I wanted to take my man for his birthday, but he has school. He don't want to be. He suck. Yeah. He suck. He don't want to skip school, but I don't think people understand how, like, I think our generation understands, but, like, they not gonna understand until it's Ice Spice when they 30.
For real? No, that's how I felt, because even Waka Flocka surprised the shit out of me.
That was another one. Like, it's just because we grew up on these people.
Man, when I say I was in that fucking crowd tearing it up, like, the whole weekend, that's why I sound crusty as shit. I was yelling. Like, I was yelling at the top of my lungs. I've never screamed so loud. Like, it was such a good-ass time. And it was so many people, and everybody was just vibing. Like, it was such an amazing experience.
But Dreamville, like, those kind of fests are normally, those are, like, fun, and it's always, like, calm. Most times you even make new friends.
Oh yeah, I ain't make no new friends. No new friends.
No, I'm sorry, we're not that friendly. But yeah, it's just, and it's a vibe. Like, you have a picnic. That's how nice it is. Literally, it's like, I would take my son to that. Mm-hmm. I would do that because I actually like Dreamville. I like what J. Cole did with that whole, I love that. I didn't listen to the last album because I think that album was for the movie, like the soundtrack for Creed. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but I listened to the album before that with the baby on it, Under the Sun. I think that's the only way I can describe that album. Baby on Under the Sun.
It's a Cole album.
It's a Dreamville album.
Is it the yeah, Revenge of the Dreamers? I think it is.
Hold on, I'm about to bring it up.
Because I know they did Dreamville D-Day. That was like their most
Revenge
recent.
Of the Dreamers.
Yeah, Revenge of the Dreamers.
I originally, the only reason why, because I'm not a huge like J. Cole fan. He's very talented, but I'm not a huge fan. But I originally I was listening to the album because young Baby Tate was.
She was there too.
I'm so proud of her come up because I was listening to her. She's from here.
Oh.
I was listening. I think she's from here. She lived here, something. But I was listening to her back before she was like famous, like her first like EP. I think it was called Bob. It's the song Bob. And then I saw her Devon had pointed her out to me, and he was like, yeah, she's under J. Cole, like that's big. Yeah. So then I just happened to put the whole album on my phone and started listening to it. And I just love what he did with that. Like, I don't know none of them rappers, but they're all really good.
No, they're all really good. They really are. The Dreamville mixtapes are actually phenomenal. And that's another reason. So, like, at some point, I realized I really like live music. And I think, honestly, ever since my car accidents, I was just like, life is way too fucking short. I don't care if I'm broke. I'm going to make shit shake. I'm going to make it happen. And I'm just trying to live my best life. And so, when they announced Dreamville, I bought tickets immediately. I didn't know who the fuck was going to be on the set at all. But I was like, I know that Cole does a beautiful job with production and that there's going to be some people there. Like, there has to be people that I know I want to see that have to be there. Like Ari, JID, so on and so forth. Like, I knew there were going to be Dreamville people there. And I'm just, when the set list came out, I was like, in my fucking bag. Amazed. And so there were some, like Luke. He's a Dreamville artist. He's really good. He opened before Jesse. I didn't see Omen's set. There is Kaz. He is a Dreamville rapper. He's really good too. I don't listen to him like that, but he did. He was like, yeah, I got some new shit. My team told me not to do this, but I will play it anyway for y'all. And he started going in. And I was a little high, so I was in and out, you know.
Yeah.
But he said she taking back shots better than her liver do. Bitch, I said, what? How you know that? Mind your business. Like, I was like, that shit hot. So I don't even know the name of the song, but when it dropped, best believe I'm bumping it. Because that whole line just stuck out with me. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about, but he said some shit with that. But yeah, great time. The only 2 or 3 complaints I have is like the whole food issue was just like, that really blew me. Because I had went in before my friend and I had tangerines and fruit snacks in my bag. And the lady like went all up in my bag, didn't throw nothing away. My friend, we had put Doritos and Chips Ahoy in a clear Ziploc bag. She took the bag, she looked at her friend, was like, no food, right? And the girl was like, nah. In slow motion, she just dropped the bitch in the trash can. And we was both like, what the fuck?
She would have had to fight me.
So that was upsetting because fish and fries, $30.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And then y'all be mad when people be passing out because they ain't eat. But that's neither here or there.
Can't bring their own food, like
right.
I guess it's like the edibles.
And but still, you know. And then the music thing, it would have been nice to, if not at least blast the music throughout the whole park. Like if y'all had DJs that were consistently playing music, because it was lots of times where we were just literally standing there for an hour waiting for the next set. And then the last night, while we were waiting for Cole to come on, there was a ruckus, and it was terrifying. Oh. It was very scary. So just vibing. I'm looking forward, and I look to my left. My friend is on my right. I look to my left, and I just see niggas running, trying to get the fuck. And I was like, what the? It took me a second because I was like, this isn't real. But then they just started coming in droves. So my friend's like, Kia. So I grabbed on her. I'm like, just breathe. And we're running. But like, it's fucked up to laugh. I can laugh because it's in hindsight. But realistically, it's 50,000 people in this crowd. Where the fuck were we running to? We all ran into the same spot at the gate. Like, had it been serious, we would have died. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And I just keep thinking about that. Like, we were all scared and we all just ran. But in hindsight, it's like, it felt like one of them white people in a scary movie. Where the fuck are you going?
Where are you running to?
So we're all running, trying to get out the way. Nobody knows what's going on. Because from where I was standing, you didn't hear anything. You just saw people running. So we're all like, everybody, now that we're by the gate, trying to assess what's going on. People are saying what happened. So people were like, oh, niggas is fighting. And I'm like, y'all did all that for niggas fighting? And why are y'all fighting? Like, what is there to fight about? But
niggas will find something.
I don't know how true that is. Apparently, what actually happened was one of the speakers popped and somebody thought it was gunshots.
Oh.
So that's why they started
That
running.
sounds about right.
And that does sound about right, because even during the day, on the first day, there were a couple times where the speaker popped and everybody was like, yo, what the fuck? But it was daylight, so we could better assess.
But I mean, even if it is a fight, you never know what somebody gonna pull out.
That's true.
When I see a fight, I'm not gonna hold you. After, like, I didn't grow up in the hood, but like I lived in the hood when I was on my own, because that's what I could afford. And I learned my lesson. When it's a dice game that's breaking out, go home. When you see a fight break out, go home. Because you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one, dice games get serious and niggas get mad. And it could go from fighting to somebody get killed.
Yeah.
Gunshots. Fighting, somebody getting their ass beat. They tired of getting their ass beat. Somebody getting their ass beat and they people pull up. Like, bullets have no name.
Oh,
so I'm not gonna hold you. When I see a fight, even
and niggas don't know how to fucking aim.
No, and I'm not. These days it's so bad because they even shooting kids.
Mm.
So it's just like, at this point, I'm not one of those people who sit with their phone out and watch to see what's about to happen, what's going on. I walk my merrily ass home. I take my ass home. I get in my car and go home. Another thing, and this is a safety tip more so for women, I do not stay until the club close.
Oh yeah.
Ever. Because shit start happening. People be drunk after the club. I go,
I
leave.
got shot after leaving the club once.
That's what, see, it's so scary. It's so scary. So it's just like, y'all call me pussy if you want. I'm a living pussy.
Yeah.
I'm a living bitch.
No, for real, I've never been a fighter myself. Like, I'll fight if I have to, but I don't like to participate in fights, and I don't like watching fights. Like, in middle school, people would say, oh, so-and-so fighting. I don't care. I'm going home. Like, yeah. What are you doing?
When I was young, especially because when I didn't know any better, I was a little bit of a rebel.
Well, we were young.
At this age now that I'm an adult, like, fully, because I told y'all 27 just feels so serious. Now that I'm older, I don't engage in fights. Like, and I just want everybody to know this has happened just recently, this year.
Very recently, y'all. My girl, growth. We love to see it.
But I can't engage in that because, one, first of all, like, I want women to understand, like, when you beating men, hitting men and shit, they get tired of that. And they'll hit you back. Mm-hmm. Or, like, some men snap.
People snap.
Yeah.
It's not even, I just always take for me, if you put your hands on somebody, expect to be clocked back. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't put my hands on somebody. If I put my hands on you, you either put your hands on me first, or I'm just like, I don't think I've ever been that angry to put my hands on somebody first, but I assess the situation. Like, I'm never going to put my hands on somebody and not expect them to hit me back. And that's just why I don't fight. Because I don't want nobody to punch my pretty little face. Oh, I also don't want to punch anybody's face. Like, how much force do you have to put? You know, I've been in 3 fights when exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been in fights when I was younger, and I'll never do it again. Because it's just like, you have to be pissed. And going back, you don't know what somebody's trigger is going to be. You don't know what people have up their sleeves. Like, I get mad. I think we about to slap box, and you fucking shoot me. Yeah. How did we get here? Or you pull out a knife. How did we get here?
Luckily for me, I mean, I've gotten to a couple scruffles with a nigga, and I will take full responsibility. I definitely hit them first. I put my hands on them first. Most cases, 99% of the time. Or I do something wild, or I say something wild. And it's like, bitch, they be ready. Yeah. They be ready to fight me. But it's also just like, I was never not prepared to get hit back. However, I grew up with brothers and I know what it feels like to get hit. My dad used to beat my ass, so I know what it feels like to get hit by a man. So like I never really had that fear. I never had that fear like, oh, if a nigga, I hit a nigga and he hit me back. Oh no, I've been hit by men, by like not my brothers, but like my dad, who's a grown man. So it's just like, sorry y'all, I don't curse in front of my kid anymore.
You love it.
But it's just I want people to understand, like, especially because I see nowadays, like, I'm so sad to see the young girls thinking it's funny and cute. And I had to change because I have to be the example. One, I have a child, but like I have to be the example. Like I used to really run down on niggas and do shit to niggas because I was mad. Did. Like,
yo, that headbutt story.
He deserved it. His brother was the one who called it. I said heads or tails.
But okay. Who really thought that you was like, if you ask me randomly heads, like if you're mid argument and you turn to me be like heads or tail, bitch, I don't fucking know.
Me and his brother was an argument. It was me and him arguing.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If I'm sitting here watching you argue with somebody, well, now that I know you and I know that's what that means, I'm gonna be like, Tori, come on. But
if you don't choose, I will.
I know you will. I know you will. That's crazy.
But I mean, it's just, I just want women, because it's just, like I said, it's sad to see these girls nowadays. They're young. They think it's funny and it's cute and it's safe for them to be in these toxic situations. And I'm just here to tell y'all, like, it gets serious. It gets crazy. It gets serious real quick. It gets scary. It's not funny. And you can really get hurt. And especially to bitches that's like, they not about that for real. Like, you get your face fucked up once. And that's like it's traumatizing. So I just want people to understand, like, stop trying to stick around for danger. Like, I don't know what's up with this generation in particular that y'all want like the thrill or the adrenaline.
And the dick is not that good. No, I'm not like, no, I gotta say this, because the dick do be good. The dick be good, but like, it's not. I had an ex. The dick is great. I have an ex who definitely, he is the reason I'm a slut now. Thanks, babe.
Wow.
I just have to, I'm being honest. Like, he's the reason I'm the little whore that I am. And I love that for me. I'm so grateful for that experience. Definitely dick 10 out of 10 recommend. But then I stopped talking to him because he's a toxic piece of shit. And then he resurfaced. And I was like, the dick would be so good. Like, I know that's one body that I can spin the block on and I'll never, ever be disappointed in my life. But then I had to remember how toxic and how crazy he is. And at one point, he put his hands on me. Like, and it's just like, I had to sit with myself and say, like, this temporary satisfaction is not worth this fucking road that you're about to go down if you mess with him again. So I had to rationalize, like, toxic dick, run away from me.
Toxic dick is not worth it. It's not. Let me tell y'all something. I was messing with niggas that gave me toxic. Well, okay. There was two niggas in particular that one of them, we were in super less love for a long time. And then another one, we were just like messing with each other. And like, despite they was giving me good dick and shit, I was losing weight. I was stressed. Mm-hmm. I was irritated. I was sad most of the time. Like, my feelings got hurt a lot because that's what toxic dick do. And then also, like, when you set that tone with a nigga, like, if a nigga say if you show a nigga, like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna tolerate, they're gonna use that against you. I want women to take their power back. Like Drake said, pussy run everything. Fuck that noise. Like, it's a true statement. Like, it's very true. A nigga's only gonna do what you allow. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, and even if like he's still acting stupid and you standing your ground, that means you need to leave that man alone. Cause like, even now, I'm currently in a very healthy space and in a healthy relationship. And I never thought like I'd be like, oh, this dick is good. Like, this dick is great. Cause like prior to it, I was like, nah. Like, you remember the conversation.
And that's why I say spin the block on that dick.
It is about spinning the block, but it's also about like, if that's your intention, right? Like, my intention was to be toxic because I was toxic. It was something within me. Yeah. It's not about just the dick being good. If you in love If you love that man,
yeah.
If you in love, y'all can talk about anything.
Crazy.
Yeah, you could talk about anything. Y'all will have better sex. You're able to vocalize what you like and what you don't like. You can turn that man into your personal slut. Like, and I hate when people be like, I don't want to teach them. I don't want to teach them. Because I was one of those people who's like, I'm tired of teaching. But I also didn't love them to want to teach them.
Yes.
I didn't. So it's just like, you know, I feel like you just got to take your time. It's a lot of patience that comes into a relationship. But, you know, a lot of people are not ready for that conversation. A lot of people are not ready. I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm just saying, like, you got to grow up one day.
You do. No, for real. Like, I wouldn't say I'm in love with anybody,
and it's just, but not to cut you off, but it's also for people who, like, even if you want to mess with multiple people, still you got to take your time and be patient.
You got to be patient. And now, like, at one point, so after him, I realized what type of sex I like and like what I'm willing to do. And then, so after him, I was having sex with different people, but still nobody really did it for me. But within like the past year, I've decided like I don't want to keep sharing myself with people. So I've been taking the time for the people that I have shared myself with to have conversations beforehand. What do you like? And even, you know, some people don't necessarily like what I like, but they're willing to try certain things.
I love that.
And
that's
amazing sex. Like, I have different sex with different people, but I'm satisfied because we have those conversations and we know how to take care of each other. Like, when you're having healthy conversations and healthy relationships, it makes
you fall in love. Like, I'm
not I know.
But it makes you feel safe. When you feel safe and comfortable that you feel like you can let your guard down with somebody. Like, you can't tell me you're not going to have good sex, and even if it's not good in the beginning. Now.
Oh, you know I love this conversation.
We are two women that enjoy sex. They're very experienced, very, like, we both study sex. We study the art of sex. So, I don't mean to toot our horn, but I mean...
Listen, sex with me is so amazing. Shout out to Rihanna.
Exactly. So, it's just, like, I'm also not... like settling for, like, I'm not gonna hold you, like, the nigga that I'm fucking, he gotta have a certain amount of bodies, because that means you have a certain amount of experience. Like, I messed with somebody, and you know who I'm talking about. I messed with somebody who, it was terrible, it was horrible, because he had no experience and no confidence. And so, like, it was just bad all around. And I feel like that was not one of those instances where I could teach him. Yeah. Because I can't teach if you don't have no, like, niggas who have little penises with a lot of confidence. I fuck with y'all. Like,
it is not about the size
y'all
of the
can't fuck me.
The motion, the motion in the ocean. Like, not to shame anybody if you have a micro penis. We'll see. I've never seen one. I'm willing to see what it do. But.
If you have a little penis, it's not a bad thing. Like, don't let nobody shame
don't feel
you for
shame.
It. Because if we're being honest, I actually learned this a couple weeks ago. Because I work with vaginas. And so, like, vaginas fit a certain size penis. So, like, at niggas who be like, oh, she was loose, your penis was too small for her vagina. Yeah. Those men who have, like, freakishly large penises, there is a vagina fit for that. Like, I've heard niggas say, like, her coochie fit my dick like a glove. It's because that's the size. Like, there's a size for everybody. Yeah. So that's why, like, when people be like, oh, it's too small for me, it might have genuinely be too small. Because, like, what's small to me might not be small to you. But what's big to me might not, like, you know? So it's just, it just really depends. Like, I don't know. And plus, like, a super giant penis is stressing out your vagina. She is crying.
One person that I've had sex with, and his dick is just way too big. It's way too fucking big.
I've come encounter with somebody, but I didn't have sex with him. He had a huge penis. I mean, like, it was huge. I'm gonna show you when I get a
length
chance.
and girth. That was a fucking summer sausage dick. Like, it was so big, and I'm like, it got to a certain point. I was like, this, I can't even enjoy myself because I'm in pain.
Yeah,
I'm in pain. Yeah, but spinning the block. There are two people in particular, that I've had sex with when I was younger. Like, I'm not gonna put a super time stamp on it, but I was still in school for both of them. I'm not gonna clarify which level of school, but I was in school. And one of them, I used to tell this story for years, bitch. I used to call him 30-second man.
I think I know the story.
30-second man. Like, my dude was pulling through for 30 seconds, and on my birthday one year, bitch, he pulled through for 45 seconds. Crazy.
Aww, shout out to you.
Shout out to you. You gave me that extra 15 seconds, and it made all the difference, right?
What's so fun? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What's so funny is that, like, the penis. So, like, when I lost my virginity in high school, I spun the block as an adult, and it was not as big as I thought.
Oh, okay. So I have another story for that.
Yeah.
So 30-second man, pulled through for 45 seconds on my birthday. Few years later, saw him on a gram. Saw he grown up a little bit. I said, let me see what it's hitting on. Oh, baby. Best decision. He learned some things. I was like, this is great. Now, on the flip side, there is a gentleman that
she about to talk shit.
I'm not about to talk shit. I'm not about to talk shit. I'm not. But we had sex. It was a quick pump. But I was just like, okay. I mean, you need to regenerate. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But we did some other things, and I was like, this is great. Spent the block a few years later. I was like, ain't no way this is the same. Like, what? And then I just kept going. That gentleman definitely rocked my world. Like,
she likes you.
Oh,
that gentleman
rocked my world.
See, like, when I spun the block to that one, see, that's why I don't spin the block. I spun the block twice, and the second time was on account of Kia. But the first time I spun the block, it was not good, and it was small, and he didn't give good head, which was crazy because when I lost my virginity to him in high school, I used to think that was the biggest penis in the world. Like,
of course.
I thought it was huge, and he didn't give me head back then, but when he gave me head this time, it wasn't that. It was terrible. Like, he just. I was like, boy, if you do that one more time, I'm gonna get up and go home. Like, and then the second time I spun the block, it wasn't like a pass nigga. It was like I messed with him. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
I messed with him, and I remember sitting at the edge of his bed and texting y'all, everybody. I text you. I text my god sister. I text everybody, and I was like, y'all, this was the worst shit in the world. Like, it was so bad. It was so bad.
Sorry I steered you wrong.
And so I remember calling you the next day, like, to give you details, and you were like, Tori, you know, we're experienced, we're different, and he's a year younger than me. So, like, I was like, all right, Key, you right. So I went back, and it was still trash. And he had the audacity. To be like, I don't eat coochie. Well, then you don't need no coochie. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, at the niggas who, like, y'all want girls to give y'all head and all that shit.
That's why I don't do it first no more. That's why
I'm not doing it at all. Fuck y'all.
I will have sex without giving head. It's funny because when I was younger, I didn't used to want head, but I think that's because I didn't have confidence in the idea of somebody. No, I like the idea of somebody with their whole face in my coochie was amazing. Very anxiety driving. No. Bitch. It was so nerve-wracking. So I would often, they'd be like, oh, you want head? No, I'm good. But, like, I'll give you head. Y'all better come get you one of these. What's that? It's the Air Vibe from Bellesa. I'm sure y'all tired of hearing me talking about it, but baby, I'm not tired. Go ahead and use code BB2S1P for 30% off your total order. And listen, they have more than the Air Vibe. That's just all I got right now. But it's enough. That's code BB2S1P30. I ain't say that the first time. Damn, y'all. I'm just going off the dome. BB2S1P30 for 30% off your order. So, yeah. When I was younger, I was definitely more of a giver than a receiver.
Oh, hell.
And then, like, I probably could count on one hand how many times I had head in comparison to how many people I was having sex with. And then
that's crazy.
I did not like it.
Because we're the opposite entirely. I was a receiver. I didn't give head until I was almost 18.
Wow.
Yeah, I was not with it.
I was sucking dick before then.
I was not with it. If you put your dick in my face, I will bite it. Like, don't don't.
You are so hectic.
Like, cause don't put that in my face. Like, I was scared, which is crazy because now I'm an eater. Like,
oh yeah,
put it in my face. But like in high school, first of all, like the thought of let's just start with. I didn't know what sex really was. Like, when I went to lose my virginity and he went to put it in, I was so like, what are you doing? Pee comes out of there. That's not even where the pee come out. Like, it was so traumatizing. And then I was bleeding because he was so rough. And I'll never forget, I asked that man for a Band-Aid.
No, you didn't.
I sure did. I asked him for a Band-Aid. Because I didn't want him to think I started my period. So, like, I had to...
You was going to put the Band-Aid on your coochie? Like...
Yeah, he was going to do it. Yeah, he did. But, yeah, it was just, like, traumatizing. And so, like, when my friends... Because not all of my friends, but some of my friends was giving head in high school.
Yeah.
And when they would get down to that conversation, I was dead silent. Like, they'd be like, you don't... Nope, ain't nothing going in my mouth but food and weed. Like, it was just not happening. But when I was introduced to it, I was introduced to it the right way, and I was very happy because when I first gave head, it wasn't on some like I was forced to do it.
Okay.
Like, he was so nice to me. He showed me how to do it, even though y'all, like, this is such a secret, but I'll share it with y'all. I gave the worst head until I was like 23.
I remember.
Because I'm a princess. So, like, when I was in a relationship, he was just taking it.
I'm a certified dick eater.
No, I just became... But I had to ask y'all, like, I asked you for help. I asked my god sister for help. I asked my sister for help. Like, y'all, I didn't know, like, I used to suck dick all cute and shit. Like, no spit for real, like,
girl,
like no making noises.
Oh my god,
I wouldn't look you in your face.
Oh no, you gonna listen? Girl, you gonna watch me eat this dick?
Yeah, see now, but like once I started getting good at it, and then also like when I was in a relationship at that time, he wasn't giving me no feedback, and because he loved me, he didn't want to hurt my feelings, but then he cheated on me. Because I gave bad head. Like, what's crazy is he would cheat on me and he never had sex with these girls.
That's crazy.
He was just getting head. I was like, you're a bitch because you could have just been like, this is how you do it. But he didn't want to. And I noticed that, like, back then, he wouldn't like for me because I also didn't tell him I didn't like certain things.
Yeah.
So, like, it was just, but I wasn't cheating. I wasn't fucking cheating. So, yeah, but... I don't know. Long story short, it's just like I was not for it. Like, but when it was introduced to me, I was doing it, and then I didn't know how to do it, but I was doing it anyway. So shout out to me.
Yeah, shout out to you. My bitch know how to suck some dick. I honestly, truly, I'm so proud of you. Like, I'm so happy because the progression. I remember. It was crazy. I was like, how can you not do this?
No, I remember when y'all used to ask me, do I like it on my face or whatever? And I was like, ew. Now I just be like... I do not... First of all, I do not like cum on my body. Oh my God. I don't like it on my body, but it could be on my face.
I do not. Now, I have had semen on my face twice.
But you liked it the second time.
Okay, yes. The first time I did it because I felt like... it was appropriate and it would make the other party happy, but it was not something that I truly wanted to do. I just did it because I was like, oh, I guess this is what I'm supposed to do. So it was not a very good experience for me. Right after, I was like, clean my fucking face. Now, the second time that it happened, that was definitely like, I want you to do it right here. Like, right here, paint my fucking face. So that was a big shift for me. But still, in general, and I guess after that, I'm a little bit more open to it on my body. I still like I have to be in a certain mood to just allow somebody to nut on my face because that is very personal. But now, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But I would prefer people not to come on me. I don't like it.
I don't like come on my body, but you could do it on my face.
I've gotten sperm in my eye before.
No, don't do that.
It was not fun.
Don't do that.
And the nigga wasn't even aiming for my face, but it got in there. And I was at the fucking beach. Like, it was crazy. We were we were on the beach. It was like me, him, and his cousin, and we're all just like vibing or whatever. I'm like, well, we're about to go to the car and be nasty. So we went to go have sex in the car. And so he pulled out when he was about to nut, and he's like, he's stroking to help him nut. He was aiming for my belly. Bitch, it got in my eye. My eye has never burned so badly in life. And then that's when I had went over, like, once we got me cleaned up, we went back to the beach, and his cousin was like, why are your eyes red?
Sorry. I don't know. For me, like, I mean, because you can't shoot the club up all the time. You can't.
Oh, no,
because
not at
you
all.
will give me a yeast infection or a bacteria vaginosis, and I don't want that. So,
no, ma'am.
I don't mind it on my body, but you got like 30 seconds.
Yeah, like immediately go clean my shit.
Yeah, and I've been very fortunate enough, except for one. He's such an ass. He was such a princess. Oh my god, he didn't wipe me down. But his bathroom was right there to his room. So it was like, all right, I'll get up and... Or no, I'm not going to lie. I could say this now because me and him don't talk at all. I used to wipe that shit on his pillow. I would like wipe my butt on his bed, then go to the bathroom and like pee and clean myself up. Because why would you not bring me...
That is treacherous. I mean, I agree with you.
Like, why would you not do that? But he would blow me because like, I think I've only did it twice. The first time I did it was because it was an accident. Yeah. That was an accident. The second time I did it, I had said to him, he wanted, when we was doing it, he had said, let me do it in your mouth. And I said no. And he got mad. He got mad and tried to pull out, like, because I said I'm about to come. And he pulled out. So when he pulled out, he put it on my butt, and I was like, all right, bet. And then he was such an asshole, because, like, ladies first. Let me go to the bathroom first. Yeah. He got up and purposely went to the bathroom first. So I got up, and I sat on his pillow. I was like, oops. Oh, never mind. No, oops, fuck you. Then I just started, I wiped it on his sheets and everything, and then I went to the bathroom. And then when I came back, he was like, why would you do that? I was like, why would you do that?
I mean, why would you do that?
But he ain't changed his sheets, so who's really nasty?
Right. Yeah. If a nigga comes on
me... Well, he changed his sheets, like, when I left. But, like, I would have changed my sheets immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
for sure. When a nigga nuts on me, I just kind of starfish. Until they... Like, for real. Like, I'll just lay out and wait for you to come clean me up. Because I'm not doing... I can't even reach back there. You made the mess. You fucking clean it up.
You clean it up.
You clean it up. But your mom ain't teach you how to clean? But two things. To the head thing. So that's now something that I require because I do enjoy giving head. And there's honestly, I can say that there's probably at least one, I'll give myself some leeway, probably two, but I know for sure one person who I've ever had sex with and given head that can say my head is trash. Because I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't want to do it. He was definitely one of those like, I need head to get hard. Like I think that oral sex is definitely a bonus and much needed in sex, but it can happen without it. And so it was just like, don't pressure me to suck your dick. Like for me, I have to be in the mood to do certain things. Like if I'm in the mood to ride you, I'm gonna ride the shit out you. Mm-hmm. If I'm in the mood to suck your dick, I'm gonna go to fucking town. Like, so let me take that initiative because we're here for a good time, and baby, we gonna have a good time. Mm-hmm. So I purposely would give him trash head so he'd stop fucking asking me. And his head wasn't even that great to make me want to show out. And so now I'm like, where I'm at with sex, I won't have sex with somebody if I don't feel like I would give them head. And then if I'm having sex with somebody, I no longer give head first. Because a lot of niggas like to get head and then not reciprocate. Like, nigga, I want some shit too. I need a roughneck nigga on the tongue. Like, come on now.
That happened to me one time where I gave head and he then told me he don't give head or he doesn't give head. He didn't want to. And yeah, that man, he hasn't hit my phone since I've been in a relationship, but he was hitting my phone prior. And it was just like, bro, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, your sex not that good for you to not give head. Now, if you have really good sex, like, I mean, like, and it's only been like 2 niggas I've been with who has like out of this world sex where I'm just like, you don't have to. Like, just give me that dick.
Yeah.
But if you don't got that, you don't got it. And you can't do that. Sorry.
There's like, so one dude that I've had relations with before, I might spin a block on him. But he doesn't, I don't know. I need to have another conversation with him about what he likes, because he seems to be more of a pleaser than a receiver. Because sometimes he doesn't give me head. But baby, it's okay. It is okay without it. Like, he knows how to treat my lady parts, and just, we go to a water park every single fucking time. I've never left that man's house dissatisfied.
See, the one, so,
but like he likes giving head, but he doesn't always give me head. But I think, because sometimes I go on these little like bouts where I be growing my hair out. I'm in that phase now. I'm growing my hair back out. It's a little furry.
She be on her own with that.
I be on listen, my pits is coming back, and my coochie is getting a little foresty. So I think that he doesn't like hair down there, but like he'll still go to town. He be DJ boofing for real.
See, okay, so like the 2 niggas that I said did you go in the bathroom?
I think
the
so.
2 niggas that I did not always have to like, I didn't care if they gave me head or not. One of them always gave me head. And sometimes I'd be like, come on, hurry up. Just like, But the other one, because he was such a bitch and he was such an asshole, like, I required it because of, like, for dominance.
Yeah.
Like, you want to act like a princess? I would treat you like a princess.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but other than that, I need y'all to, like, get on y'all knees and eat this pussy.
See, I'm short, so I can't, and everybody's taller than me, but I would love,
I'm short too.
The power trip
no
I would
nigga
go
has ever
on.
got on their knees.
I would love that, because I've definitely gotten on my knees.
Don't get on your knees for me, because that is gay.
It's not.
If a nigga get on his knees
to eat my pussy, girls,
like you sucking dick.
Suck this pussy.
Okay, you know why it's different for me? Because I used to have sex with women with the strap.
Okay.
And they used to get on their knees and suck the strap.
Okay.
So it's just like, when a nigga is eating my coochie, it's just like, no. Let me sit on your
know
face.
what?
I really
got
like
a sex swing, so you know what I really want? I finally got a sex swing, y'all. I've been wanting this shit for the longest. This is now my 3rd one. I've thrown the first 2 away because nobody ever wanted to use them with me. But somebody gonna use this shit with me. I got a sex swing.
I'm waiting for that story.
I sent him a risky text. He kind of ignored it though. Niggas ain't shit.
He's a bad texter though. Is he?
Oh, horrible. And he knows it. You know what? To my people who are bad texters,
She's talking to me.
I'm talking to, I just don't understand. And maybe not you, but I don't understand how y'all literally be having y'all phone at the hip, bro. And be on the phone. Like, I'm watching you on the phone. And it's, I'm a bad texter just because of my attention span at times, but it's easier for me to send text. But it's like just downright ignoring a text message is crazy to me.
I'm sorry.
It's crazy.
I do it.
I'm talking to myself. And I don't mind because I be talking, but like, damn.
No, I am a certified ignore text. Like,
yeah, you are.
I don't, because like sometimes I put this is what happens. Like, and it's not nobody's fault. What happens is I get annoyed. Or I'm already annoyed, and I don't like. You can easily misinterpret something in a text.
Yeah.
And if I'm annoyed, I'm not sending a voice message because I'm gonna sound annoyed in a voice message too.
Yeah.
So it's just like I'll be like, sometimes I'll make a mental note like, oh, I'm gonna come back to this, and I never come back to it. And sometimes I just don't want to.
I try my best to respond to text message. Too many notifications. This is why I'm really bad at Instagram. Like, I'm funny, I'm hilarious, and everybody wanna fucking respond to my story. Please stop.
Like, y'all want to respond, but don't ever want to participate in a
y'all don't want to participate when I actually ask y'all to participate. But when I'm minding my business, just living my best life, y'all want to be all up in arms in my fucking DMs. And so now I have fucking 20 messages. I'm not answering them. I'm gonna open them 2 weeks from now, because that's what I can handle. And by that time, you don't forgot what I said. The story deleted. So I can literally just open it to get rid of the notification. But
well, Kia already has seen my phone. She gets anxiety when she sees my phone.
I get anxiety. Like, when I say I don't leave emails unread, I hate, like, the fact I don't even talk to people. The fact that I have a voicemail right now is pissing me off. It's one voicemail, but I don't have the time and the capacity to listen to it, because I know this is a work email or a work voicemail, and this lady wants me to call her back. I don't want to call you back right now. So that's why I have this notification. I have 4 emails in my work email. I have 4 notifications on Instagram. I'm dying inside. I have a fucking WhatsApp notification from when I went to Jamaica. That was a time. You know what?
7 messages.
God!
I have 36 voicemails, 8 group me messages, 3 cash apps.
Tori, please.
Oh, let's not even go. Let's go to my email.
No.
Yeah, let's do it.
No.
Let's do it. In my email, I have 3,000 unread messages. Yeah, I don't be giving a shit. Jesus. And on Instagram, I have 35 unread messages.
No.
And we're not even gonna go.
I'm in cardiac arrest right now. That is insane.
I don't be playing, y'all. I ignore people. I cannot.
Well, I ignore people, but I don't just. That's crazy. I need.
And I'm also in a lot of group messages.
See, I don't do that. People know not to put me in group messages. I'm in like 2, and they're both on Do Not Disturb.
Even if they're on Do Not Disturb,
I just don't like. I open it. I just don't respond, because I don't like when my phone goes off back to back. It irritates me.
Yeah, it's on Do Not Disturb, but that's the problem. It's on Do Not Disturb, and then like, let's say you text me, and the messages are like 5 hours old. I'm not going back and answering them. So,
well, see, that's the thing, because I open all of my messages. I see, like, if I have 24 messages at once, I know it's probably the group chat, so I'll open it to get rid of the notifications. And depending, like, whatever is going on in the last, like, whatever is within my screen share, I'll be like, okay, this is something I need to go back and participate in. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, notifications give me anxiety. Please stop.
No. Just stop, Mami. Don't give me anxiety. I just don't like y'all.
Y'all, if you have not subscribed to the Patreon, please do so. Patreon.com/ I think it's a / 2 Scrippas 1 Pole 2 SKRIPPAS 1 POLE. If you like toys, like, oh no, this one's gonna be released after that. I'm so glad
that Kia does that, because I can't even say all that.
If you have some stories that you want to tell, because if you haven't realized by now, this episode, by the time this comes out, like, hopefully y'all still here. And if you're new, hey, if you have stories or questions or things you just want to hear us talk about, you can email us at 2scrippas1pole@gmail.com, so we can give y'all what y'all want.
And also, if you would like to come on the podcast, let us know.
Yes.
We are open to guests. Kia's more of the friendly one.
I am a lot more friendlier than Tori. So I am the point of contact.
Do not contact me, because
you will get ignored.
Y'all gonna be like, oh, she's
or cursed out.
I'm not gonna curse y'all out. I'm a better woman these days.
Okay.
But
put some respect on your name.
I can't, y'all.
Yeah, no. I'm the friend. I'm not friendly. First of all, I am more of a people person. I'm not. People like me. I don't like people. I have no, for real. I have an inviting personality, and everybody wants to be my friend. Thank you. But, like, also, not everybody's my friend, so I really need y'all to understand that. I am friendly, but I'm not a people person. I have a people personality, and people love me, and I love the idea of people, but really, I don't like y'all. But I say all that to say, I am the approachable one, not Tori. But if you approach me, yes, if you approach me, please be respectful about it too.
Yeah, and we appreciate, like, males are also allowed. Like, we are not men haters.
Yes, I love me some men.
But don't come on this podcast talking crazy.
Yeah,
because you'll never be invited back, and you might get this candle thrown at you.
And your episode probably won't ever be released. Cause...
It'll be released because they need to hear you get this Kindle thrown at you.
Okay. What she said. Back to Dreamville Fest though, since we're directing the audience, what I will say, so then after we had realized what was going on and people were saying the crowd, first of all, the crowd moved way like back to the center way quicker than I liked, because it was like there was no reason niggas was running like that and y'all ready just to go back partying that quickly. But we slowly started moving back. But then the crowd, it was like this big hole that was forming in the middle of the crowd. And I'm short. I couldn't see nothing. All I saw was like two girls running for their lives. Like they were terrified. Mm-hmm. And the crowd just kept backing up and backing up. So I'm like, what is going on? So apparently there was some man there who was tweaked out on whatever drugs. And he was running around in a circle. And he took his shirt off. Like he was, I didn't see it. But my friend, she's taller than me. And she said it was crazy. So my thing for that, for anybody... that, like I said, it was a very scary experience for me, especially just like with all the fucking shootings and everything that's been going on. And honestly, like at this point, it's so morbid and so sad to think about. And like, sorry to be serious, but people need to hear it. You could go on Target any day and some shit happens. So if you find yourself in any situation like that, it's so much easier said than done. But the power of a breath, like y'all can get tired of me saying this, the power of a breath is crazy. Please do your best to remember to breathe. It helps you take a step back and assess what's going on. Also, know where your exits are when you go in places. Know where exits are in case you need to get out, like, or where you can hide, something like that. But yeah, once the situation was assessed and everybody, the dude was taken out, everything was good, it went back to a grand old time. And Drake did everything. He was like, I got something in my pocket. You want more? I got more shit for you if you want it. He was like, yeah, Drake. It was very on brand. He made us sing Whitney Houston to J. Cole. Like, we thought it was about to be some remix. No, it was the whole Whitney Houston song. But it was on brand for Drake. Great show. Oh, my God.
He's off brand these days.
You said he's off brand?
Yeah. That's why, if you didn't see the Minisode, you see what I said.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that in the Minisode.
And he's just off brand. Like, he just does a lot of, like, things that make me think he's sus.
So quick reference, that would be Minisode 2. Because this episode is going to come out after Minisode 3. Mm-hmm. So if you would like to hear a little bit of discourse and hear us interview each other, go to Minisode 2.
And just wanting to piggyback off what you said about taking a breath, it is important. It has nothing to do with like the concerts. It's just like generally, it's so important to take a breath because I, as a mom, like I'm noticing like it's getting harder as my son gets older. Mm-hmm. And everybody knows I'm not the super disciplinary, but neither is his dad. Yeah. So like I get super overwhelmed. And I've been noticing these last couple of days, like taking a deep breath, take a deep breath, take a breath. Sometimes I'll take 10.
Yeah. And
it's important because you, like, especially for someone like me who has anxiety, and I'm starting to see, I think that he has anxiety too. Mm-hmm. Because he just like I think you were on the phone with me one day and we were doing homework together and I asked him one question, he started crying.
It, yeah.
So I feel like he has anxiety, and so I've been like, also with him, like, just take a breath. Yeah. And I'm noticing that works because, like, it calms my brain down completely.
Literally, taking a breath is the body's signal of letting you know that you're okay. Mm-hmm. It helps you put things into perspective. It helps you just kind of like snap back to reality. Like the first time that I really realized how important a breath was my last day teaching. Cause girl, everything that could go wrong was going wrong. Like my last day teaching was so emotional already. And I felt so helpless and so out of control. And that I already felt bad because I left my students in the middle of the fucking school year. One of the worst school years too.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. And everything was just like da da da. And my student was just like, Miss P, breathe. And I was like, but she's like, breathe. And I was like, and then I was like, Kia, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why would you ever be balding like that? Yeah.
And it's crazy because I lost a lot of that. I lost so much of that. Like, I used to meditate all the time. I used to do like actual breath work and all that.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, I'll send you some actually. I used to do a lot of it, and then I kind of just like got lost in other stuff, got depressed. I started dancing, so like it got hard for me to just like stay on track. But now I'm meditating every day. I just at least 10 minutes meditating, and I realize how important it is, and how like my mind changed.
Oh yeah.
And how like it's important. It's always important. Like even if you don't want to meditate, just breathe. Just some breath work.
That's honestly, that is, if you find meditation hard, focus on your breath. The literal in and out, or the feeling of your chest rising and falling. And I know that when I first started meditating, I've probably been doing it daily for almost a little bit over a month, maybe 2 months now. And I started on my own watching like YouTube 5-minute videos, and then I found that app. And so now I do it every day, and I go like I do 20-30 minute meditations. But even when I was at Dreamville Fest, like I wasn't doing the long ones, but periods in between, like when we were waiting for the set to change, I was just checking literally 2-3 minutes. Like I sat there and I'm listening to my surroundings, remembering that I am one little person with 50,000 people around me, but we're all vibing, like we're having a good time, and just focusing on my breath for 2-3 minutes at a time. And that helped make the experience better too, to like kind of put myself in perspective in relation to everything that was going on.
Yeah. So it's important, y'all. Regardless, it's important. Just take a breath. If you're not going to even like meditate, just breath work. Yes.
Imagine you sucking that dick up.
Don't do that. Like, I do not imagine myself sucking dick. More like a birthday candle. Like,
oh, and then also breath work during sex. Ooh.
Breath work during sex, but that's where tantra yoga and like tantra sex comes in. Like breath work during sex is phenomenal.
It really is. It makes the power of a breath, y'all.
It really is amazing. We'll go into tantric sex another time.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good conversation.
We should you know what? We should do it once I finish the book. So I will try to actively read the book harder.
It's boring because like it's not something you're truly interested in. Yeah. But it is boring. Like a lot of the books I read are boring. The only like books that I read that are not boring is like the hood books I be reading on my phone.
Yo, those are crazy.
Those books be crazy.
I haven't read just a book for the hell of it in a while. But yeah, The Power of Now is my favorite book. Shout out to Jessie Reyes. I love you. That's how I found that book.
Speaking of books, because since she just put you onto a book, we all need to like be reading. Reading is fundamental, but I
will say before you say that, I always ask people. Now I read, but I'm not like an avid reader. I do enjoy reading, but whenever I feel powerful, like very strong about a book, I ask people beforehand, do you read? And people be mad at me when I ask that, but it's a legit question. Like especially as someone as a teacher, some people don't read. Like, so if you're an audio person, audiobook.
My man, he don't read for real. I just put him onto the 58 Laws of Power, or 50, you know what I'm talking about? I just put him onto that book, and he'll pick it up every now and again, but he's not a big reader, and he said it. Like, I asked him, because he always see me reading. I was like, do you read? He was like, not really. Like, I read like sports shit and shit like on social media, but like I'm not a big reader. So when people get offended when you ask like, do you read? It's just like, okay, yeah, now I see you don't read, and you feel dumb, but you don't need to feel dumb if you don't read. If you don't read, you just don't read, and that's okay. But I am an active reader. I am a huge reader. Reading is my my safe place. So right now I'm reading this book called Pleasure Activism, and it's the politics of feeling good. I've read this before, but like I was just picking it up and like reading, because there's other stories in here. Okay. So like I was just reading people's stories, but like I'm looking at the chapters, and I'm also gonna like talk about this on my YouTube channel. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, you can. But I want to.
Toy Chanel.
Period. I wanna I want people to like get into this book, because it's more about, like it says, the politics of feeling good, but it's like different people's stories and like how pleasure has help them, but like where people go wrong and like feeling like they should be shamed for it. So I'm actually really excited to like actually thoroughly read this book and talk about it. So if you do decide that you want to read it, let me know. Now, if you have book questions, then you can talk to me. I will send you the link. It's not much talking there.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all.
Quick question, because we're gonna wrap it up soon. But when I was coming up with questions for the Minisode, what is a non-sexual thing that turns you on?
Like from somebody else?
No, just like a non-sexual thing in general. Like for me, the saxophone. The saxophone turns me into a slut. I have to change my panties, and I'm going to see Masego this week. Oh, bitch.
Oh, I know. There's a
I
lot of
probably
non-sexual
can't.
things
I feel like I should wear panties because I might make the floor wet.
She's a lunatic.
I am.
Can it be like a physical act from someone else, like that?
Anything that's non-sexual. So it could be an object, a action, like
okay,
yeah.
Okay, so there's two. Like poet, like poetry.
Okay.
That's a non-sexual act. So even if it's not just poetry, it's like writing, like anybody, not just even if I'm not sexually attracted to you, if I read something.
That's a good. There's this if you find yourself out in Baltimore on a Wednesday night, I think it's called Garage. It was like basically open mic. It was that was my first time going. It was really nice.
Yeah.
And so there were people singing, there were people like doing spoken word. It was nice. You like that.
It's crazy because like I've gone to a spoken word in New York before, and this man, he was just not super attractive, and he was very old. Like he's older.
Words though.
But the words, like, and it was funny because when I did have a conversation, I was young. I was like 17, 18. But when I had a conversation with him, I realized how much I like. Yeah. Did nothing about him turn me on. It was just his words. Yeah. And another non-sexual act that I have is seeing people on their shit. Yeah. Like generally. Like I love to see people with ambition, dreams, goals, working, and like stuff like that. Like I hate when like lazy people make me sick. Nauseous. And I feel like I'm about to throw up now.
Oh man. All right. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it for today. Thanks for sitting in here with us in our shenanigans.
We'll see y'all next week.
See y'all next week, bitches. Follow us. Well, you probably already follow us on Instagram, but if you just happen to come across this, follow us on Instagram, 2 Scrippers 1 Poll. Subscribe to the Patreon, Patreon.com/2 Scrippers 1 Poll. What's the other shit?
Oh, and our
YouTube
channel.
Yes, YouTube, same thing. Yeah, we out. Bow, bow, bow.
You're ghetto.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Okay. I need to take a break and go see.